So this is our first day opening of the Disaster Recovery Center, and I invite people who need help and assistance to please come. Any questions you have, you can register through FEMA. These are aids for your house replacement, repairs, for individual assistance. You can get even immediate cash assistance, up to about a total of maybe 1,000. So please come. If you need help, please come. I know that most of you have registered. I understand there's been 8,000 people who have registered online, which is good because then they can deal with you through the internet and online, which makes it a lot more convenient for all of you. But if you have any questions about the benefits, please come to GCC Wing E, and you won't miss it because I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of activities, but there are people here from FEMA to help you. We have over 200 to 300 people from FEMA on the ground to help, and we also have a lot of Red Cross volunteers to help. We have volunteer associations here, Team Rubicon to help us. There's just been a tremendous showing of generosity and support and help for the people of Guam. And so I just ask us to be patient. I ask us to be kind and neighborly to everybody. And I ask us to be civil and orderly. You will be taken care of. You will have your questions answered. But please, let's be kind out there. I've heard of situations where people were upset, they weren't patient, and I totally understand it. I totally understand your struggles. I understand your nervousness, your anxiety, but we can't help if we don't work together in an orderly fashion. And so we have stood up this Disaster Recovery Center, I think very quickly. It's now day 9 of the post-typhoon, and we will have 3 other sites. The next one we're looking at is at the Dededu Sports Complex, and then we'll have one in Talafofu, and one, is it where, Josh? Talafofu, the cottage homes in Talafofu.
Oh, are you talking about debris?
No.
For the
Sorry,
centers.
disaster.
That'd be the FEMA. So this is not going to be the only disaster recovery center. Over the next few days, there will be announcing. We're prepping them. The idea is to make them more accessible and out there so we can get to you. But the fastest way, again, as the governor said, is calling the toll-free number, going on the website, and making your initial contact. And there are FEMA folks out here right now that I think we should defer to them to tell you all of the different things. So you hear it directly from them. Just know that we have a major commitment from the national government to make sure that help gets to everybody. And as the governor said, sometimes things don't happen necessarily overnight, but I'll tell you, this is a very quick, this is the fastest opening of a disaster recovery center we have seen in all our experience with natural disasters on the island. So come out. If you can give it a little time, if you don't want to wait in lines, there are multiple ways for you to register. Once you register, FEMA folks are going to guide you to everything you need to do to get your assistance very quickly, and the kind of assistance and their timeline to respond is quicker than you have previously experienced here in Guam. Of course, it's been 21 years since we had a disaster of this magnitude. Just in working with FEMA and seeing them, there's a lot of improvements that have happened over their experience to try and get services out to the people in a very quick way. But again, if we can hold it together now. In the interim, we have a responsibility to each other and to our family members out there. And so, those of you who have gotten your power and water restored, you have relatives that don't. And although help is trying to get them on, if you can give them some assistance, that totally helps. That's what we're about as an island community. And I'm pretty sure that we've weathered the storm together. We're going to have a very good speedy recovery together, working together. That's how I see it so far.
Yeah, and progress is being made as we speak. more power is going to more of the people's homes. Water, I know, is being worked out very, very expeditiously. Debris collections are going to be taken care of. We just got off a meeting. We are going to be able to take, of course, green waste at the designated sites that have already been scheduled and have already been announced. There will be sites for metallic waste and those kinds of waste that we can't really use or collect at the green waste. So green waste, metallic goods are already being scheduled and organized, and we will be making the announcement for the metallic, but we've already made the announcements for the green waste. I also ask people when they clean their homes and there's tree debris and all that to be push it out on the street, because we are going to be getting help from everywhere to pick up those, put them in a truck and take them away.
Push it on your right of way. Don't block the street though yet.
Yeah.
But let me just add that as you know, we don't directly have authority over power and water, but I wanted to tell you what we're doing to help them. On a daily basis, sometimes on an hourly basis, we communicate with their executives trying to figure out what kind of infrastructure we can push in to help them do their job. They know how to do their job, and so far what we've done is we've channeled both public works support to try and get fuel into those generator sites. Public Works cleared road and access ways into water wells and wastewater facilities so that we can get the access into these critical facilities there. And we've engaged the Army Corps of Engineers and FEMA to go in, along with Waterworks and Power, doing a tremendous job helping themselves, bringing on private sector contractors to go in and do major repairs to major pump stations, things like that. The number one thing each time we have our government-wide efforts is to go and check on water and power. We know that it's very, very critical. And we are trying to push every single resource that we can to get all of these wells up and running so that we could end this hardship that many of the people are burdening right now of not having running water. That's the top burden. Of course, we expect over this weekend to see tremendous progress from Guam Power Authority and as a domino effect, Guam Waterworks Authority, based on what they're talking to us about. And as you can see from some of their messaging, adding in more resources, crews and help from our brothers and sisters in the Northern Mariana Islands, even going from Washington State, FEMA bringing in crews and equipment so that they can rapidly expand the kind of recovery that we're seeing right now. Mm-hmm. So some of us are not in the best place, right? Some of us don't have power. Some of us don't have water and power. Some of us have power and no water. Everything is being done to try and push. And I just wanted to say that that's kind of what we're doing on the GovGuam side, trying to get resources so that the experts can get their job, do their job and done rapidly.